Hi everyone, it's Ben Dunnett here from learnhowtoreadsheetmusic.com. In this 3 or 4 minute video, we're going to think about sharps and flats. Now, sharps and flats are something that lots of people get confused by, but actually they're quite easy to understand if you ask yourselves 4 questions. And these are the 4 questions we're going to ask. We're going to ask, what are sharps and flats? How can I spot them? Can a note be both a sharp and a flat at the same time? And how do I avoid the big trap that everyone seems to fall into when it comes to sharps and flats? So, question number 1, what are sharps and flats? Now, in order to answer this question, we need to understand semitones. Have a look at this keyboard. If you follow an octave all the way from C up to the C using the white notes, we've got 8 notes. If we add in the black notes, we've now got 12 notes, and it's called the chromatic scale. And each of the gaps or intervals between these notes is called a semitone. Okay, now most of the time, a movement of a semitone takes us up from a white note to a black note, or up from a black note to a white note, or coming down the other way, down from a white note to a black note to a white note, except the movement between E and F and between B and C, in which case the movement of a semitone actually takes us between 2 white notes. Now, it's important to understand about semitones because basically sharps and flats are semitone movements. A sharp takes a note, a white note, up by a semitone, whereas a flat drops it by a semitone. Okay, so let's have a look at some examples and look at how we can spot them. Here we've got the note G on the treble clef. Now, if I saw that note, I would play the note G there. However, if I saw a G with what looks like a hash symbol in front of it, which is actually the sharp sign, then instead of playing G, I would play G sharp, the black note that is a semitone higher than G. If I saw this, so what looks like an italicized B before the note, which is actually a flat sign, then I would play G flat. The note has been lowered by a semitone. This funny symbol here is actually called a natural symbol, and what that does is it acts as a sort of a neutralizer, and so brings it back to the G natural. So you can spot them by looking for these symbols that are before the note. But remember, a sharp raises the note by a semitone, whereas a flat lowers the note by a semitone. So, can a note be a sharp and a flat at the same time? Yes. These things called enharmonic equivalents. Here's this example again of the note we looked at. Here's the G. Okay, the sharp raises it by a sharp, and it's G sharp. But G sharp is the same note as A flat. Okay, so it can either be called G sharp or A flat depending on what scale you're playing in. They're both the same sounding note, and this is called an enharmonic equivalent. Okay, final question. How do we avoid this trap? What is this trap? Well, the big trap that everyone falls into is they forget that the symbol goes before the note. Because it's called C sharp, everyone assumes, oh, the symbol goes after the note, because the sharp comes after the letter, but it doesn't. The symbol goes before the note, and that's the same for all 3 symbols, the sharp symbol, the flat symbol, and the natural symbol. That is the big trap that I see people fall into time and time again. To get a head start on learning how to read music with my proven method, go to www.learnhowtoreadsheetmusic.com and sign up for a free starter pack. You'll receive free video lessons, practical activities, and music theory worksheets, helping you begin the journey of taking your musicianship to the next level.